Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tell you something that could completely transform the way you think, dream, and act. We've all heard quality over quantity, but what if repetition is the very path to quality? Doing things over and over refines skill, builds resilience, and reveals patterns we'd miss otherwise. It's not about mindless output, it's about frequent practice that leads to progress. Repetition is the soil where mastery begins to grow. Whenever you begin something new, your mind often defaults to hesitation and doubt. That voice might whisper, "You're not good enough," or "You're wasting your time." These thoughts aren't truths, they're conditioned responses. Recognizing the pattern makes them easier to overcome. Resistance always shows up when you step into the unfamiliar. Starting anything from a fitness plan to a creative project triggers inner objections. That's your mind trying to protect its comfort zone. But when you expect that pushback, you're better equipped to push through. You don't need a single perfect thought to silence self-doubt. You need a steady stream. The more frequently you affirm your capability, the more your mind begins to believe it. Confidence is built with repetition, not perfection. Frequency rewires your mindset, one thought at a time. Rather than debating your doubts, overwhelm them with belief. A single positive thought might be drowned out, but dozens can tip the scales. The goal is to create mental momentum through sheer number. Outnumber fear with faith. Confidence doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. The more often you act, the more proof you gather that you can. Each repetition reinforces the belief that you belong. Volume becomes your personal evidence. You don't need to win big, you just need to win often. Small actions, done repeatedly, become unstoppable over time. Consistency beats intensity in the long game. Let each little win add to your growing stack of proof. Neural pathways strengthen based on frequency. What you do and think often becomes your default. Both empowering and limiting beliefs are formed the same way. Repetition is how your brain learns who you are. Waiting for the perfect moment or product stalls growth. Greatness comes through creating a high volume of work. Most creative breakthroughs are buried under layers of trial and error. High output increases your odds of hitting something extraordinary. Perfection kills progress, reps fuel it. By focusing on simply doing rather than doing perfectly, growth happens faster. Every rep is a lesson in disguise. Let go of flawless and embrace frequent. The ones who succeed aren't always the most talented, they're the most consistent. By showing up over and over, you prove your commitment. Momentum is built through presence. Make showing up your superpower. Each thought you repeat is like a seed planted in your subconscious. Doubt grows if watered too often, so does belief. Your mental garden depends on what you plant and how often. Be generous with empowering seeds. Fear thrives in stillness, but action disrupts it. With each repeated step, fear begins to shrink. Doing more makes scary things feel smaller. Repetition builds courage. With enough tries, failure stops feeling like the end. It becomes part of the journey. The more attempts you make, the more detached you get from individual outcomes. You stop fearing mistakes and start learning from them. In the numbers lies your freedom. Say, "I can't" enough times, and your mind will believe it. Say, "I'll figure it out" often enough, and that becomes your truth. Beliefs are built through frequency, not fact. So teach your mind with repetition. What you do frequently becomes part of your identity. Write every day, and you become a writer. Train regularly, and you begin to identify as disciplined. Repetition shapes who you believe you are. Progress comes from motion, not waiting. The more often you move, the more momentum you build. Stagnation breeds self-doubt. Movement, no matter how small, creates energy. Tiny actions multiplied over time create massive transformation. Single effort might go unnoticed, but consistent repetition builds visible change. One workout, one journal entry, one cold call, each contributes. Frequency is your secret multiplier. Each action is a vote for who you're becoming. You don't need to believe in yourself completely, you just need more yeses than nos. Repetition lets you keep casting votes for the future you. Eventually, identity catches up with effort. It's not luck or talent, it's consistency that wins. Repetition gets you past fear, failure, and frustration. Your future self is built by what you do often, not occasionally. Trust the frequency. Keep showing up. Thank you for watching. If you found this advice helpful, Don't forget to follow for more valuable tips. Wishing you a wonderful day filled with positivity and success. And remember, you can support us by liking and subscribing to our content.